Today, I will find temporal words and draw events in order. Please read it one more time to yourself. This week, we've talked about personal narratives. Personal narratives have sequential order. That means they have a beginning, middle, and an end. Let's keep reviewing. Personal narratives have a beginning that includes a when the story is happening, who the story is happening to, what the story is about, and where the story is happening. This is all in a sentence or two sentences at the beginning of your story. Today we're going to be focusing on the middle of our story. Let's read this short story together. Please point to the word. Follow along. One day I woke up in bed feeling very sick. My mom took me to the doctor. The first thing the doctor did was examine me. Then she gave me some icky medicine. Finally, I went home, took my medicine, and snuggled into bed. I slept and slept and slept. Notice that the first sentence is green. It's green because it's our beginning sentence. It tells us the who, what, when, and where. The character woke up one day feeling very sick. What do you think the purple words mean? Those are our temporal words. That means they're the words that tell us that what happens at different parts of the story in order. They're telling us what happens at different times. In the middle, temporal words are used for event order. Those words could be any of these ones. Let's read the words together. Point to the first one. At first, the first thing, then, all of a sudden, next, soon, later, suddenly, after that, finally, at last. We can use these words in the middle, at the beginning of our sentences, in the middle of the story, to help us explain what happens next in the story, what happens at the end of the story, what happens in the middle of the story. Let's look for these words in a different story. Let's read the story together. Then you will be a detective to find different temporal words in the story. Point to the first word. On Sunday, I gave my stinky dog, Jeb, a bath in the yard. First, I put him in a tub filled with soapy water. Some of the bubbles got on his nose. He licked them off. Silly dog. Then he tried to get out. I held him down. Finally, he was clean and jumped out of the tub. I hope he will let me give him a bath again. So, what are the words that tell us what's happening next in the story? For example, the author or the narrator said, first I put him in a tub. First would be our very first temporal word, and that's telling us the first step. What's our second one? Can you find it? Then he tried to get out. That was his second step. The word then was our second temporal word. The last temporal word that tells us what happens in the steps is finally. It says finally he was clean and jumped out of the tub. Draw a picture for first, then, and finally that tells us what is happening at each part of those story. Pause the video to do this. Your turn. Be sure to watch the video, read the story, find temporal words, then draw the events that describe those words. Don't forget to submit a picture of your writing on Class Dojo under the Wednesday writing activity. See you later.